Listen, insert witty message here greater than.
Yeah,
Alright. Hello, everybody! Welcome in! We have Kate here again. Say hello, Kate. Kate.
Hello, Kate.
Oh, there she is.
Sorry, I had to set up stuff on my end.
Oh, okay, no worries, no worries.
I had to make sure they could hear you.
Oh, well, hello there, Kate's peeps. How's it going?
Apparently, Azazel got stranded by trains,
Oh no.
which is unfortunate. That sounds not great.
Yeah, I have my own story about not getting stranded, at least not today. But I had a long travel day today that I'll probably get into at some point.
There was a chance.
I suppose, yes, there was a chance. Kate already knows a little bit. But also welcome in, Chibi. How are you doing? And Harley, hello. Good to see you, Harley. North's here. Oh my god, Bugs with the sub while I was away. Gosh darn it, Bugs. Insert witty message here. Thank you so much for 19 months, Bugs. Oh my god. All these big numbers are becoming so crazy to me. I just cannot conceptualize, but thank you.
Just think, I'm only just getting people for like 1 year, and that's wild to me.
Yeah, well, but I've been going longer than you, right?
Yeah,
so
I know.
People sub to you probably like on your first stream because you're that cool.
That's
not the case for me. Harley said he's doing his best to stay calm with semester approaching. Oh, I hope you're excited though at the same time. And everything else you've got going on, yeah.
Me when the mirror is amazing, and then it's just that's it. There's no reaction. It's just.
Oh, and I had a follow. Mini Jinjin, welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. Sorry I missed it. Thanks for doing a welcome for them, Chibi. And Ely, hello. Doing a lurk. Hope y'all are having a good day. I may or may not have seen you log into Stardew on Steam, Ely, so I hope you enjoy. North feeling a bit rough, got COVID and flu boosters on Saturday. Oh man, I did the double a couple months ago before Fran and I went to Japan. It definitely wore me out, so I hope you take care and get some good rest, North. Ooh, let's see. Oh, Drax, welcome in! How you doing? Good to see you. I hope you had a wonderful New Year, Drax.
Hi, Drax.
Let's see. I'm kind of skimming a little bit so that we can get started.
Yeah.
Let's see. Chibi's got some shoutouts for us. One of the shoutouts didn't work. And North is like, Error is my favorite game of all time. I feel like Error has always been around.
I mean, Error is a pretty good game.
Somebody needs
It's probably actually a game called that.
That's what I was gonna say. Somebody needs to make that game, and then everybody would be extra confused. Oh, it's an ongoing stream elements issue. That's funny. I actually have been thinking of like going away from stream elements. Twitch just has so much stuff that's integrated natively now. I'm like, do I even need the bot? And like, the little avatar thingy that we use technically has its own bot, so like I kind of have two right now anyway, so... yeah,
to be fair, Aldrin, that happens even when he's not split into 4.
Wait,
Kirby,
what?
Kirby doesn't get to eat his cake, destroys an entire species.
Listen, do we know how good the cake was, though?
It was one slice, it couldn't have been that good.
Man. Wow, even when Chibi's tries to shout out... What did I just say? Tries to shout out! Chibi's gonna soap me. Chibi's gonna soap me. Even when she tries to do a shout out for me, which is ridiculous to do my own stream, it aired. Okay, we're gonna move right on past that. Bug says, does Aurora also stream Arrow? Okay, so yes, confirmed.
You could make Kirby in Street Fighter 6, can't you? Street Fighter 6 has a custom character thing. It's just a really buff Kirby. Someone must have done that by now.
Was that the game where people could make really weird, like, nightmare fuel type characters? I don't know what game it was.
I mean, that's so many games.
I guess so, but
there's a whole internet series about making monster characters with character creation.
Yeah, probably some like communities that I'm unaware of with where I hang out, but. There was one time that Fran kind of got into it, and he made some very, like, scary stuff. I don't know what game it was, though. I can't remember.
Speaking of character creation, I made a new character for Baldur's Gate 3 for multiplayer shenanigans with civils.
Let's go.
And she's a blood red tiefling druid.
Okay.
And her name is Anticus Rubra, which means it's as close as you can get to vintage red in Latin.
Oh, okay.
Hello, thank you for loudly introducing yourself. What about mine?
Yeah, you said you made a new character, didn't you?
No, that was the new character. The other character is for my single player save. And then that one is also a tiefling druid, but she is just the one I usually play.
I see. Okay. Alright, you wanna get started with some Kirby?
Well, I haven't showed you what she looks like. I'll have to do that later.
Do we get to somehow see too?
Like what? On the I can just put it in the Discord later.
I guess so. Yeah.
I'll put it in gaming.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that works. You're in control here, so whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Well, you also are you also at the? You got to go to the everything. Yeah.
Right,
you also got to go all the way to the
start game multiplayer. Forgot about that bit. Okay, so maybe it was me. It was me holding everything up this whole time.
I would love to get started, but yeah, I do have to wait for other people. And Nintendo's confusing system.
Yeah, true. North said he needs to get some of his D&D characters in Baldur's Gate 3. Now that he owns the game, he's gonna get to it. That's... I didn't think about trying to make your own, like, it's imaginary okay to say with D&D, like, it's an imagination game. Like, but I didn't think about... Yeah, but I didn't think about taking your established characters and bringing them into Baldur's Gate. That's kind of cool because
because it runs on a slightly modified 5e engine.
Okay, but that also means that if you never
What's your question, Cooler?
Oh,
go ahead.
Sorry. If you were never like artistically inclined or didn't pay somebody to make your character, then you can like make it on Baldur's Gate 3 and have like a visualization of the character for the first time, which I think is really cool.
Wait, hold on. I'm a 3D model, and then Aurora is not a cat girl. That's a bow. And that's just it's very hard for a computer to process two 3D models.
Kate is the cat. I'm not the cat.
and then Aurora has me as a profile because it's easier on computers to do it that way. Yeah, you can do it with like two 3D models or like one 3D model and one 2D model, but it takes a lot.
Yeah, so Kate is 2D on my screen.
I was the only 3D character in a collab at one point with a spider lady who invited me to her house.
What? Oh no, I put on my Halloween stuff by accident. Oh no. I pressed the thingy and it's just saying like something about connecting. Is it working for you?
It seems to be having trouble with the connection, actually.
Okay. Do we go out and try again?
Yeah. Let's give it a moment.
Okay.
I'm still here. I haven't gone anywhere. We're gonna leave. And we're gonna see if everything works.
Yeah, sounds good. Aldrin Kravitz, welcome in. Thank you for the follow.
You have to select return to game selection.
Yes. Yes. Ooh.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
What happened?
It's fine when we're not in the game.
Oh, like the actual internet signal thingy?
Yeah. Yeah, but then once I'm in the game, it's bad. Give me a second.
No worries. I guess I can tell you guys about my travel story today. So, over the weekend, I drove Fran back to his other place. I feel like I have to remind you guys because it's not, I don't know, like it's not your day-to-day life, but Fran and I are like half the time living apart, so half the time he's with me and then half the time he's in another city because he has a job there and he's able to work remote but only part-time. So in the weeks where he's able to work remote, he's with me, and then the weeks where he's in person, he stays over there. But it's like a decent drive for us, and also we have an electric car, which are not great
I'll
for
be right
road
back.
trips. No worries, Kate.
And by right back, I mean it'll be like 20 minutes.
Oh gosh, okay. No worries. Yeah, so we have an electric car, which means it's not great for road trips because anytime that you have to stop to charge, that's automatically like minimum 1 hour window built in for a stop because you have to like charge up the car, right? So with our trip, we have it planned out so that we only have to stop once. Like we push the car kind of to the limit. Like on the way there, the car got to not 9%, but 9 miles left in the estimated range. So like we just barely made it to the charger that we were planning on going to, but we got there, it was fine. And then the second leg is like almost exactly the same. So we get there like over the weekend, no problem, but then I'm supposed to come back the next day or whatever, but it turns out that there's like a winter storm warning for almost all of New England. And so I was like, yeah, not trying to fight that just to get back in time for work on Monday. To be an hour. Yeah, electric cars still, like if you're charging all the way from pretty low percentage, like 10 up to 100, it's gonna be minimum an hour. Some cars are better than that currently, but my car specifically has this type of charger plug called Chatamo. There's multiple different plugs, like Tesla has its own, and then among other cars it's either Chatamo or CSS, I believe, are the two different connectors. CSS is a faster charger, but my car, because it's a Nissan, and that's like a Japanese car, for some reason Chatamo, the slightly slower chargers, are just way more popular in Japan. So the Nissan cars in up until a certain point had this version of the charger. Like now all the newer ones have the faster charger, but mine still has the slightly slower one, so it even takes a little bit longer than other electric cars, which is one reason why I leased it instead of buying. Like there's so many reasons I'm glad that I leased my car. But anyways, so we get there just fine over the weekend, but then I'm supposed to drive back the next day and it's like snowstorm, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really feel like driving in a snowstorm. So then I postponed my trip until this morning. I'm like, it's fine. I'll miss a day of work. I think, excuse me, everybody will be understanding that like I didn't want to drive in like snowy, icy weather. Like I think that makes total sense. So I leave this morning, like pretty early, like 8 o'clock, I guess. I was aiming for 7:30. I hit 8 o'clock. That's fine. And I get to our charge stop. No issues. It was a great drive. It was actually really sunny out and everything. And I pull up to the charger and I plug my car in and it goes through all these like, oh, cable check, oh, pre-charging, whatever thing that it does. And then it's supposed to move on to the actual charging step and it just doesn't. And then it's like, unexpected error, charging stopped. And I'm like, this is cool. It's happened before. So let me just unplug, replug, try it again because that has worked in the past. No, that does nothing. I try it several times, still does nothing. So I call customer service. Oh, I guess one thing that I didn't mention for like on the trip up, this is the same charger that we went to on the trip up. And we did end up having this issue on the trip up, but obviously things still went smoothly that day, so we did get it charging. But what we ended up having to do was call customer service. They started the charge session remotely, and somehow them starting it remotely instead of us starting it at the actual charger worked. So like it didn't run into that error anymore. Our card charged, and actually faster than we've ever had it charged before. And it worked perfectly fine. We were on our way. So then when I get there today and it's not working, you know, I'm not panicking at all because I'm like, oh yeah, last time we just called customer service and they started it remotely for us and then we should be good to go. So I do that and I'm like, hey, this happened to me like just 2 days ago. This is what they did. Can we do that? And the guy's like, yeah, we could do a remote start, but if this is something that's happening over and over, a reboot of the system should fix that. And so I'm like, okay, sure, yeah, we can do the reboot. And so he like remotely reboots the whole like charge port thingy, and it has to go through like all these loading screens, and then it has to do like a self-test thing, and you still can't like plug in while it's doing all this. And so finally it finishes with that, and the charger just says unavailable. And I'm like, okay, so I think it finished the reboot. Welcome back, Kate. Did you get all the internet stuff figured out?
No, sort of.
No, no, sort of. All right, not the most.
My roommate's not
encouraging.
usually home, and they were streaming.
Wait, so you two are trying to stream at the same time?
No, they were streaming like
Netflix
like
or
something. Not
okay,
Netflix.
video stuff. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so are they still doing that?
No, I plugged in their Blu-ray player.
Oh, okay.
They unplugged it for to plug into a projector that they never ended up using, and then they never plugged it back in.
I see. Gotcha. Okay, so hopefully it'll be a little better now.
Yeah, it should be fine. Maybe not. It might be on your end.
What?
We'll find out together.
Oh shoot! No, I think you're right. Well, maybe.
Let's give it a shot. We'll see what happens. Because
Okay.
it flashed yellow and then it went back to blue. So.
Mine's going all poopy.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'm gonna try restarting my modem because that seemed to be what worked last time.
Okay.
But if it all goes completely to crap,
Oh
then
yeah,
maybe we can
your
just stream on your
Discord
end.
just went
Yeah.
funny. Okay.
Well, not Discord, but Twitch, right?
No, I like the.
Oh, my
the
Discord
call,
voice.
it went all robot-y for a second. Alright.
Okay. I'm gonna go to a BRB on my